Alright, so this is part two of the four-part series of my favorite movie from every year I've been alive, from 1996 to 2025. And for part two, we're going from 1996 to 2005. Alright, 1996, another good year. Got one of my favorite comedies, The Birdcage, Happy Gilmore, and The Always Underrated Cable Guy in that year. Classics in my opinion. We also got Scream. First Scream, awesome. One of the best horror comedies ever made. I mean, franchise horror films, Scream is it for me. But 1996 gives us Robert Rodriguez's classic and George Clooney's best role, in my opinion, From Dusk Till Dawn. It's a movie of two halves. I knew it was a vampire movie, and for the first 45 minutes, I didn't know what the hell was going on. This is a crime movie, it's a drama, whatever, but it's still engaging. The characters are still interesting. But when that second half kicks in and they're at that bar, at that strip club, holy hell. And who cannot forget Selma Hayek in that movie? 1996, From Dusk Till Dawn. All right, 1997, Scream 2, one of my favorites, better than the original in my opinion. Starship Troopers, one of the best sci-fi, satires, anti-fascism movies I've ever seen in my life. One of my favorite guilty pleasures, Batman and Robin. Yes, I love that movie. It's so much fun. It's funny. And one of the best action movies of all time, Face Off, is in that year. But 1997 is the movie that got booed at the Cannes Film Festival for some reason, and that is The Fifth Element. Bruce Willis's best movie by far. Yeah. I mean, can't say anything else. Fifth Element is a great sci-fi adventure comedy action movie that never stops as soon as it starts to get going. So, The Fifth Element from 1997 is my favorite movie of that year. 1998, great year again. Got The Big Lebowski, The Truman Show, which is Jim Carrey's best performance in my opinion, no contest. We've got Blade, the original with Wesley Snipes. We've got the best Chucky movie, Bride of Chucky in that movie, and we've got my favorite Adam Sandler movie, which is The Wedding Singer. But 1998 is a year of a movie that not many people love. It has a cult following for sure. Not many people get it or just put off by it. That is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Johnny Depp's best performance, hands down. That movie is funny, it's trippy, it makes you think, and it's just a wild ride from beginning to end. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my whole life, and I love watching it. I can never get bored watching it, and I always laugh when I watch it. It's so funny. Johnny Depp is insanely good in that movie. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, 1998. Alright, so we get to the most difficult year. The most difficult, 1999, which in my opinion is the best year for movies. I'm going to sound off my favorite movies from that year before I reach the first one, just to see how insane it is. We got Dogma, Kevin Smith's best film. Fight Club, 10 Things I Hate About You, my favorite romantic comedy of all time. Galaxy Quest, Mystery Men, the South Park movie, Toy Story 2, which is even better than the first one in my opinion. But the number one movie from 1999 is a movie that when I first watched it, I was bored in the beginning, just waiting for the action, had it on VHS, kept fast forward, kept like boring, but every time I watch this movie as an adult, every time it gets better and better and better. The Matrix. The Matrix is a masterpiece. Can't say a lot about The Matrix. If most people have seen it by now. If you don't love this movie, if this movie does not blow you away every single time, there is something wrong with you. The Matrix is one of the best movies ever made. So ahead of its time. A movie that didn't even get into Best Picture, man. A movie that everyone was talking about. Keanu Reeves is his best performance ever. Lawrence Fishburne's best movie ever. The Matrix is a treat every single time you watch it. 1999. Going to 2000. Guy Ritchie's classic Snatch and Christopher Nolan's classic Memento. But from 2000, there is a movie where the performance so freaking good, it got him the role of Bruce Wayne Batman. That was American Psycho with Christian Bale. American Psycho is hilarious. So much dark humor in there. The violence, everything about that movie is amazing. American Psycho is a trip, and by the end, you don't know what the hell happened, and it doesn't matter, because the ride you were on was freaking amazing. And you get to see Christian Bale kill Jared Leto on screen. There you go, another treat. 2001. One of the classics, Monsters, Inc. Training Day with Denzel Washington's probably his best performance. Waking Life, a great animated movie that everyone has to see. But 2001 is the year of the remake of Ocean's 11. Yes. This movie entertains me like few heist movies ever do. From the first frame to the last, there's never a boring moment in the movie. It's always moving. It's hilarious. Brad Pitt steals that movie. He is the best in that movie. Matt Damon, George Clooney, everyone. Andy Garcia, everyone does a magnificent job in that movie. Ocean's 11, and I still remember watching this in the theater, packed crowd, and that ending, man, everyone was just clapping and having a good time. So Ocean's 11 from 2001. All right, 2002. You might think Spider-Man. Yeah, that's one of my top movies of that year. I mean, the OG Spider-Man is still great to this day. You can watch it like 25 years later and still freaking love it. Got one of my favorite Harry Potter movies, Chamber of Secrets, that year. Yeah, even better than the first one. Very dark. Love it. But 2002 is the year of Blade 2, which surpasses the original by far, has the best action, the best comedy, the best characters with the Blood Pack. You got Ron Perlman in there, Donnie Yen, Wesley Snipes kicking ass, and Luke Goss as the villain. Great movie. Blade 2 is Guillermo del Toro's, it might be his best movie. Might be. But it is so good. I love Blade 2. Oh, you also get Norman Reedus in there, so that's an extra bonus. But Blade 2 is freaking phenomenal. Love that movie. Alright, 2003. Looney Tunes Back in Action. Yes, I've said that. Yeah, I love that movie. Brendan Fraser, Daffy Duck, classic. Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah, one that's very much hated, and I don't know why. Tyrese and Paul Walker, man, they're great together. The introduction of Tyrese's character into the franchise. Roman Pierce, man. Too Fast, Too Furious is so much fun. It's stupid dumb. That's what you want from Fast and Furious. I don't know why people hate that. It's exactly what the other movies are. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, so Finding Nemo, another classic from that year. Love Finding Nemo. X-Men 2, X-Men United, just for that opening scene in the White House. Got the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Yeah. But 2003 is the year of my favorite action comedy in my favorite action comedy franchise, and my favorite one of those four, and that is Bad Boys 2. Yes, Bad Boys 2 is the pinnacle of the Bad Boys franchise. It is mayhem from beginning to end. You do not stop to take a breath. Everything's happening all the freaking time, from the beginning with the KKK rally to the end in Cuba. Holy hell. The highway sequence with all those freaking Ferraris and Porsches just being destroyed, the explosions, the comedy. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have never been better together. Their chemistry in this one is the best. I know it's like 2.5 hours long nearly, but holy hell, do I not care? Do I not care about that? Bad Boys 2 is entertainment from beginning to end. No question, no notes. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10 on the entertainment scale. Holy yes, more. Give me some more Bad Boys movies, yes. Going to 2004 right now. 2004, another stacked year. I got Hellboy. Hellboy is so freaking underrated. Shrek 2. The sequel to surpass the original in every way. So much fun. Spider-Man 2. Even better than the original. Better villain, better movie. Yes, I said that. We got my favorite Harry Potter movie, Prisoner of Azkaban. Great movie. Got The Butterfly Effect, one of the best sci-fi time travel thrillers I've ever seen. Very underrated. And you also got the very funny Team America World Police from Trey Parker and Matt Stone. But 2004 gives us my personal favorite Pixar movie and the best Fantastic Four movie we've never gotten, and that is The Incredibles. Yep. 22 years later, The Incredibles is still a masterpiece of filmmaking. From the story, to the action, to the characters, to the drama, to the villain, who is one of the best villains of all time, Syndrome, voiced perfectly by Jason Lee. The Incredibles is such a treat. It's never boring. It's nearly 2 hours long, but you do not feel that. And Brad Bird's directing is spot on. This movie is so much fun. I can never stop watching The Incredibles. I scratched that DVD to death every time I watched it. The Incredibles from 2004, yes. And finally, for this part, we're going to 2005. I could go with Batman Begins, which blew my freaking mind when I saw it in everyone's who did not expect it to be that good. We got my favorite Star Wars movie, yes, my favorite, which is Revenge of the Sith. Star Wars fans, I'm right here. Got one of my favorite comedies of all time, Wedding Crashers. Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn at the top of their game. I love that movie to death so much. It's so funny. And we also got the very underrated Constantine with Keanu Reeves. Another great movie. But 2005, I'm going for the movie that looks most like a comic book, feels like a comic book with the dialogue, everything, the look of it. This movie is eye candy perfection. Sin City. Every story is amazing, never boring. Sin City puts you into that freaking world for 2 hours, and you're just in it for the ride, and it's awesome. I can't say any more about Sin City. If you haven't seen it, you must see it. You have to see it. Sin City is the best movie, in my opinion, of 2005. And that is the end part.